Hey guys, Shooting Lefty here. Gonna do a quick review on my pistol that I have. It's the M&P9c compact from Smith & Wesson. This is actually my first pistol that I purchased. One reason that drew me to Smith & Wesson just because they have a good name out there. But I actually have a good friend of mine who is a local cop here, who carries the Smith & Wesson. He actually carries a 45 M&P in the full size, and he let me, take a look at it, and just the overall fit and feel, it just fit really well. I do have fairly large hands, and just the fit of it just feels really nice in the hand, even with the small pinky extension. I did get a spare one extension for my second magazine. And just for you guys, it is cleared. And just a small rant. I hate people who show a weapon and then all you see in comments is, why didn't you clear the weapon? Why didn't you clear the weapon? For one thing, who's stupid enough to show a weapon loaded, have a mishap with it because they're stupid and don't know how to handle a firearm, and then post it on YouTube? So if a day comes I glance at a pistol and I don't safety check it, that's probably because it's hot and my finger will not be near the trigger. Anyways, small rant over. As far as being a left-handed shooter, sometimes some weapons are limited to functionality for a lefty. Perfect example, my wife, she actually has the M&P Shield, which I'll probably do another review on when I get a chance. And she is also a left-handed shooter. But as far as function, I actually do have it set up as a for a right-handed shooter, just because I kind of get myself in the practice of being able to pick up most weapons and not worry about having a left, being set up for a lefty. So most controls are just fine. The slide catch and release does come in handy being ambidextrous for the Smith & Wesson. I actually do have the medium pad on this, the back strap I mean, because I felt that it's just right, whereas the large kind of seemed to kind of bow the hand out a little much for me. I ended up doing my own stippling with that, just a quick pass just to give it a little extra texture without giving too deep, even in the magazine. What I like about this is not only because you can attach a rail, you have the rail to attach a light. One thing I like is you can also take the full-size magazines with or without the little adapter from X-Grip, which then can give you a full-size grip, which makes it just more comfortable, especially with the range when you're shooting more. Depending on if you're just going for training to shoot or you just want to shoot all day, just gives it a little extra. The only thing I have noticed, and I'm not sure, I haven't really narrowed it down, I do have a couple. I have one Smith & Wesson magazine, and then I also have a couple of Pro Mag magazines, and I haven't had a chance to really pay attention close enough. And it's only with the full-size magazines, and it's only a couple of them. When I fire at the range, for whatever reason, it feels like the magazine disconnects on its own without pushing the release. And I think it has to do with the Pro Mags. There might be a slight difference either in the base plate or in the mag height itself. And by just putting it in, it's just tighter here, so it's not getting a full catch on the release there. Just like that. Didn't even push the button. Sometimes. But there it is. That's the only thing I've noticed with the full-size magazine sometimes. Either that or my X-Grip here is manufactured a little too big. But as far as being a left-handed shooter, I try to figure out most weapons that are made for right-handed, left-handed, just to make it easier to use, or just because that way if I happen to need to pick up another weapon, I'm not fumbling around with it. Even though I can shoot just fine right-handed and draw, it's just I'm a little bit ambidextrous or amphibious, as some people go. Haven't done anything special to it as far as sights or anything. I'll probably put some night sights on it. But just a quick look at the M&P, the left-handed shooter. I'll probably put some videos up at some point whenever I get to the range next and do an update. But I like to keep everything right-handed set up because it is easier just to drop it and then go from there. But yeah, that's the M&P, the left-handed view. If you got any questions or want me to cover something else, you're more than happy to. Just give me a message and let me know. Thanks.